And hello, and welcome to another video. Today we're showcasing yet another video, game made for the Game Maker's Toolkit GameJam 2025. There's a lot of entries, and I just wanted to really showcase this one because it's a very interesting concept. Collective Loop is the name. It's developed by someone called Phil Greenfree, and we're just going to check it out together and see how it goes. It's essentially a game where all players are trapped in a loop, and just turn down the music a little bit. Basically, all players are trapped in loops, and over time, you'll need resources to delay the loop and advance and break out of this. But it gets more and more difficult the more loops happen, and as such you work together with others, but you don't really see them. You just see the fruits of the labor in a way. We're just gonna go with Magi here, and right here you can see that we've got a pickaxe, we've got some energy. Up there you can see that we have a bunch of resources and a loop timer. So the loop in 9 minutes will be over, but people are working to delay it. So our energy, as we dig here, gets used up. And these geysers, or whatever you want to call them, these nodes essentially produce minerals every 10 seconds that we can then drag into the machine here, into the pit. Bump. And then we get upgrades over time. Right there we can see another one of those mineral spots. And every loop is different. Boop. Boop. So the position of these geysers and other items and shops and stuff like that is going to be a little different from loop to loop as the difficulty goes up. So right here is loop 279. I played a bunch already beforehand. You can see over here that me and a guest, as well as someone called Kaio, are currently the top players in this loop, because there's not too many people playing right now, and it must have just reset since the timer is relatively fresh. So we'll just work through this and collect all the resources we can, get some energy, recover it. Bump. Nice, jackpot. Got another, fantastic. What we can now do is we can re-roll for other items and get a conveyor belt that we can then place like so. What's really funny as well is there's a bit of a, I'm not sure how intended this is, but you can technically like drag them using the conveyor belt before even placing them. And as you can see, like, resources will just move down. Now we're in ring 2, but it gets harder and harder to go through here. And over here we can't get through that right now. But someone has placed a flag there to let us know that something is over there. So we'll work towards that. Bum. We just need a little bit more to be able to get another conveyor belt. Fantastic. You can reroll for free, it seems. It just costs energy, essentially. There's another conveyor belt. Let's see if this works for us. It does seem to work. Just fantastic. Now, obviously, we want that to always work, even when we're not around, to be as efficient as possible. So we'll just keep going. What we can also do is place flags, like over here, and then other players can see those flags. We'll let them know, essentially, oh, there's a geyser over here. And someone did let us know that something is over that way. What we can do is we can buy a grenade here. Power bank costs a lot, so we'll just go with the energy. I didn't mean to buy that. Let's just drop this for now. There's another conveyor belt. We'll just place it over there. Aha! And over here we can now spend resources to delay the loop further. We don't have these resources yet. Cool. Bum bum bum. Fantastic. And all resources that we gain, that every player here of this loop gains, will essentially help delay the breakdown of the loop. From what I've understood, from how I've understood it, at least. Let's get another conveyor belt. Let's place that here. Just so that it gets moved closer. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Nothing over this way. We'll just continue farming these minerals for now. Soon enough we should get another 2. Lovely. We'll just place that over there so that any resources that will get dropped in this direction also get shipped closer. We'll probably have to place another one over in this kind of direction. We'll see. Nothing of note here. So yeah, you can see Kaio and Guest have been at it for quite a while. We now have new players here as well, like Jake and Ant, who joined us for this endeavor for loop 279. Just neat, kind of slowly advancing over time as we go through this. Let's get our other conveyor built over this way. And now we can practically leave that alone. What we can do also is we can buy more stuff. Like an energy drink over here that will be very, very helpful. We'll use it and it will instantly refill our energy and also grant us plus 20 for a while. We're slowly but surely getting some minerals from all these different nodes. Sometimes they do get stuck still, but we can iron that out once we have more yellow stuff. Or other resources. You will be able to get, like, from the red resource. There's, like, shops that only accept red resources, and you can basically use 5 of those to get a conveyor belt. 5 or 1 or something like that. As you can see, it takes a lot more energy to dig through the brown stuff. The darker brown. What we can do, though, is we can get another conveyor belt here. Like so. Just place that over that way. I'm just trying to find the last, like, some extra resources here, essentially. As it stands, we do need to find a red shop. And some of the red resources. Which will be rather difficult at this rate, since we're not really progressing as far as I want to progress. You know? With the loop advancing already so much, there's only 3 more minutes left. You know. It's gonna be a close one. Ah, we found red resources. Fantastic. And they're up there, so we can just build a bunch of conveyors towards the top there. I think it's +5 to the loop. I'll just simply use this opportunity to mark that for the ones to come. Another conveyor belt. Some jankiness going on here, over here. But that over there, that line is working fine. Okay, we got a bunch of other resources here. Red minerals, essentially. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get through the black here, but they've placed that there, so there probably must be a way of getting through that. Or maybe they're just going for the direction, in which case I'll try getting towards getting there, you know? Can get another conveyor belt, possibly. Or a battery. I'm gonna go for a battery for now. Gives us not only a constant max energy +20, but also restores one more whenever we equip it. Oh! So we can just funnel stuff into the delay machine. In which case, I'll definitely set up a conveyor for that. And over here we can now buy other stuff using the red resource, like the drill red, which can break hard rocks. But we can't get that just yet because it costs 100. But we can get conveyor belts right here for 5 of these resources. And if we place the battery over here, we can then go ahead and get another conveyor belt for 5, which is going to be fantastic. Lovely. But the timer is slowly but surely running out here, which is a big problem. Oi, oi, oi. This is not great for us. Let's see, where's the red shop? Over here's the red shop. It appears that the loop is sadly gonna die here. Like, I'm trying. Like, sending a bunch of resources over this way after all. Ah, are we holding on? Nope. We didn't make it. Unlucky. But now we've got 20 minutes. It's fine. Set up a bunch of stuff. And we get to keep our resources for now, for the time being. With two right next to each other, we do have a very good chance of, like, setting up... Like, we don't have to set up as much, basically, for those, you know? We can just connect them over to that. Oh, that was a visual bug. Which happens because of a render and everything. But I'll take it. Okay, that works. Stuff might get stuck on those edges, so we have to get rid of them whenever we find them or see them. Look, some loops aren't winners. I think that should work in our favor, like we can just have them get dragged into that. Not quite, we'll need a second conveyor belt there. Which is fine. Alrighty. We're just basically gonna have to explore a bunch and see to it that we get a bunch of resources, set up a network of conveyor belts of sorts that does its job moderately well. I'm gonna need the power pack though to really be efficient here. Like, if we look at the thing, you can see Magi is 71. That's a me. While we're at it, we will get a flag and place it over this way. With the intention of letting others find that a bit quicker. Oh, it's a red shop. Let's go. We'll place that down immediately. Like so. And get another conveyor belt. Lovely. We'll also chuck these in here. And get another conveyor belt unlocked right this way. Two delay machines. Now. That is wild. Get another conveyor built. Take that. Bring him over to this point was, it seems, enough already. So we're just gonna get some more built over this way. Get another conveyor built using this. Can I just take this over to the shop? No, it doesn't. That doesn't work. Which is fair. Let's get another conveyor built. Right over here. And there's another conveyor right there. Which definitely does work in our favor. I do think that the resources gained, they definitely do help us delay the loop. Kit is gonna help with that, I reckon. Okay, just need to find more reds. But at this point, that is quite a lot closer over here. Like, we could just build a conveyor over to the other red node. But honestly, it would be more efficient to just do it this way. You know? Especially with another node right around the corner. Bum, bum, bum. Conveyor belt, and then we'll get a flag, and then we'll get another flag. conveyor belt. Give me another. And another. Yeah. Fantastic. We seemingly have enough for quite a bit of upgrades. Quite a few upgrades right there. That's a grenade. That's not what I wanted to get. The drill is 100 though. Yeah, that wasn't great. Lovely. We'll just get more conveyors from the yellow stuff. Let's do this, just in case any of these ones get stuck. And let's buy some more conveyor belts here. And since a lot of resources seem to get stuck over this way, we'll just build with that in mind. Conveyors. Come on. And another. Just do it like this. We'll get a bunch more resources this way. That seems to work just fine. Anything else over here? Over yonder? Let's go. We've got another 5 right there. And here, I say 5, another conveyor belt, because it had the number 5 on it. So I was like, yeah, that's a 5 right there. Okay, this seems to be working quite well. Oh my god, there was another right there. That's gonna help us immensely. Just need probably 2 conveyors right there. And this way, anything that gets shot off to the south might get dragged in as well. Which is fantastic for us. Let's get a flag and a conveyor. Oh, that's not misleading to other people. Oh, we're, for whatever reason, second. Which is fantastic. I don't know what the top person is. Or is there? Maybe there is just no top person. Because there's no winners or anything like that. There's a collective effort. We're working together. Something like that. Reverse psychology, motivation. Everyone's trying their best, but nobody's gonna win. Because there is no winning. We're just all vibing together. I don't know. There we go. We just need 3 more reds and then we can get the drill. Lovely. But we need more energy for this. Because it drains like 10 every single time. Okay, that does seem to work. Alrighty. And over in these corners, we can basically, somewhere over here in the gray areas. Oh. We can find those, the green resources. Huzzah! But again, that's gonna take some time to get to. I'm gonna go buy a flag. Lovely. The best part about it is also that those are really close to each other. So the flag is gonna guide them to both of them. Huzzah! Lovely. What can we buy with 5? And an energy drink. A power green pack gives us 500 max energy, restores 10 while equipped. Can break critical block. Can break all rocks. That's 2000. I'm not sure if we're gonna get there in time. Let's try and get some conveyors. I think these delay boxes do the same thing as the other ones, but you can also feed resources into them manually. So like we can spend resources to delay the loop, right? Like so, and it does the same thing basically as just funneling them in here. Give me more conveyor belts. I mean, we can grab these, I guess, for now. They give us more energy and restore more energy while equipped as well. Right there was another conveyor. There you go. Right, we can just buy conveyors here. Hold it, let's just do that for a little bit. Now, I wonder if it's gonna be easier to just put them down this way. It's a conveyor belt, I don't want that to despawn. Yeah, I think it's definitely easier to just do it, go down this route. Rather than straight down. Reroll, conveyor belt. Conveyor belt. Actually, now that I think about it, we should work on this first. Yeah. Like so. These also go towards a turtle though, I wonder. I don't think so, right? No. Nice, we can access that as well from here. I can't reach that far, sadly. Conveyor belt. And more energy again. That thing is just gonna... That item is just gonna despawn eventually. Okay. Down here, we're like still delaying the sauce. Okay, if it ever lands up here, at least it will be put to use. You know? Conveyor belt. Reroll. Reroll. There we go. Nice. Somewhere we had a green shop, right? Yeah, over here. We can get the a green one soon, but like 200 for this one. It's gonna take a while. Keep hitting escape. Like, most of them will just head downwards, which is good for us. For the time being, I believe we should make sure that most of them go down, though. It's like we need the greens. I think that should help. Yeah. And it's still getting caught. Fantastic. In that case... like that. But we'll still need a lot more of a green resource. Let's try and work towards other ones. That is useful, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Let's get one more conveyor belt, and then we'll have like all the energy drinks conveyor belts in the world that we want. That we might want to get. If If we just do it like this, we will always regenerate full. Before we have to wait. You know? I guess this is the most efficient way of handling this. Rock. Nice. Conveyor belt. We need another conveyor somewhere, but I forgot where. Can't reach that right now. And for the for a green drill, we'll need a lot more. For mega drill, like we need 2,000. Bit of a struggle. Another green shop. Cool. Perhaps more green nodes, though. Oh, there's a red shop as well over here. Fantastic. What we might do is get another flag to mark that for people. Did we have like something we could do? We could help here. Like we don't need most of these. Honestly, I wish it would just refresh the shop every time instead of closing and opening again. Also, we should be able to walk faster on conveyor belts. I'm just saying. What could we do? Times like these would, are like times where having a resource converter of sorts that turns, I don't know, 100 yellow pieces into one green, or 50 of the red ones into one green, or something like that, you know? It would help a bunch. 'Cause otherwise you just end up spending time doing nothing, you know? And time is precious. So you can't just do that. The reason why I'm keeping the yellow stuff, keep gathering that, is because it, honestly I just haven't thought of maybe bringing that in to the machines here with a delay. We could do that, definitely. Let's maybe do that while we're waiting for the greens. conveyor belts. I wish I could pick up conveyor belts. So right now this over here, kind of annoying. Unless that's what the grenades are for, in which case, I'm a goober, why didn't I think of that? Grenade red. They do destroy conveyor belts. That is very, very good to know. Does that work? Another conveyor belt, another day. Let's go. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to get... I'm pretty sure I clicked on a conveyor belt, but I guess I must have misclicked this somehow. We're pretty close, though. What I could do is grab another grenade here. Like so. And that should help us in increasing like the green amount. The amount of green resources we're getting. Okay, definitely no resources here. Fantastic. But, alas, that's gonna be all I have time for today. I might continue recording for like another day, but I believe that I've been able to like showcase a bunch of this game, and we haven't even gotten to the later rings here, you know? You know, this is ring 2 right here, ring 3 right here. There is more. And there is actually an end somewhere. But to get there, we'll need more resources. And as such, you know, amassing resources is also a valid strategy. Bum, 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 bum. I find this very satisfying, and I like the idea behind it, you know? Us all working together to delay the inevitable. Stuff like that is pretty darn neat. If you're a fan of it as well, go check out the game yourself over on the itch.io page. Again, it's like a very, very cool game. Part of the Game Jam here. And you can rate it if you haven't yet, like leave a comment, etc., etc. for the collective. And yeah, really enjoyed this a lot. So go check it out if you haven't yet. It is really, really cool. That's gonna be it for today, though. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you around. Until next time, bye bye.